Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Sasivardham Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyat Virada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Kratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrutavashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadasadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavatveshinim. With Swami's grace, we finished, we came up to Slokam 24. And with his grace, we will conclude this adhyayam today. 24, just going through that again once. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante maam abuddhaya param bhavam ajanantuha mama avyayam anuttamam. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante maam abuddhaya param bhavam ajanantaha mama avyayam anuttamam. I think you know the meaning by now, so I just deliberately said it in Sanskrit. And moving on to 25, Bhagavan says, donning the veil of my own yoga maya, I do not reveal myself to all. This deluded world does not recognize the birthless and the changeless me. Now, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Vijnanam, as we saw earlier, is to really look for the Lord in all the manifested appearances and disappearances all around us, but we are not able to do that. Why? Bhagavan himself answers that. It is because I'm donning my own yoga maya. Because of that, people are not able to see. Like when you drink water, we don't look at the taste and enjoy the taste and say that's the Lord, right? And so that's because of the yoga maya, he says. Naham prakasaha sarvasya yoga maya samavrutaha mudhoyam na abhijanati lokaha mam ajam avyayam. Naham prakasaha sarvasya yoga maya samavrutaha mudhoyam na abhijanati loko mam ajam avyayam. Padangal are na aham prakasaha sarvasya yoga maya Samavrutaha Mudaha Ayam Na Abhijanati Lokaha Lokaha Mam Ajam Avyayam. Aham I Yogamaya Samavrutaha. Samavrutaha, that means donning, something cloaked in, So when you when Avrutaha Samavrutaha, like it's wearing a dress, okay? And you're covered in that. Samavrutaha. Yoga Maya, covered in this Yoga Maya. It's not regular Maya, it's a Yoga Maya. That means it's how Vyasa uses these words, as Shridi Baba taught us earlier on, Tat Viddhi Pranipatena, Pariprasnena, Sevaya. We saw that earlier. Like that, each word, each padam is very important. Yoga Maya, that means through the Maya, I embrace the indweller. That's what it means, right? And yoga means uniting with. Through the Maya, I'm not faced by the Maya. He is there. He's also the Maya. So I look for him. Yoga Maya Samavrtara, donning the veil of Maya, aham, I, sarvasya, for all, na prakasaha, do not appear, do not manifest much. Even though Bhagavan is going to explain later in Vibhuti Yoga how he is present in various things. He is going to say that with clear examples again. But he says, na prakasaha, I do not reveal myself that easily. You have to look for me. He's playing hide and seek. Now, mudaha. Mudaha means As Adi Shankara calls us, in Bhajagovindam, Mudaha means foolish people who do not use their buddhi, God-given buddhi, whose buddhi is very dull. What does it mean? Something that has not been used, a knife that's not used becomes dull, right? It is like that. So buddhi, the discriminating ability, is very dull. Those people are Mudaha, foolish people in English, translating that loosely. I am Lokaha. This Lokam means this world. Ajam, the birthless. Avyayam, the changeless. Mam, me. Na abhijanati, do not realize, do not experience. Okay? Naham prakasaha sarvasya yogamaya samavrutaha mudhoyam nabhijanati loko mam ajam avyayam. Slokam number 26. My dear Arjuna, I know all the beings from the past, the present, and the future, but no one knows me. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda na kaschana. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda na kaschana. Padangal are veda aham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda na kaschana. Arjuna, samatitani, all the things that have happened, the past, so to speak, right? That's gone. Vartamanani, that are happening in the present. Cha, and bhavishyani, and also the things that are going to come, what we call past, present, and future. All the happening. Bhutani, Bhutani, not only beings, all the manifested appearances that came and went, that are appearing right now, and that is going to come, appear. And then anything that appears will disappear also. Right? So that's what Bhutani means. Not only beings, but everything. Aham Veda. Vedaham. Aham Veda. I know. Veda means to know. It is beyond understanding. It is to know. That is knowledge. Aham Veda. To, but. Mam, myself, me. Kaschana, no one. Na Veda. Do not realize. Do not know. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda na kaschana. Slokam number 27. O terror of enemies, all beings get deluded at the time of birth itself. Likes and dislikes give birth to the faulty vision of the opposites. My dear Bharata, he says. And this is very important. In Bhagavatam also, there is a beautiful prayer that by the fetus in the last 6 months of pregnancy. The prayer it gives to the Lord is phenomenal. And that's what Bhagavan has talked about here. How, when the time of birth, how we get deluded itself. That's what the next slokam is, 27. Icha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarvabhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. Icha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarvabhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. The padangal are Icha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena. Icha dvesha samuttena. You can understand it like that. Icha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarvabhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. Parantapa, we have seen this before. One who is torturer of enemies. Okay, the parantapa basically pulverizes, pulverizes, it converts the enemies into ashes. That type of a Vidyam he is God. Parantapa, Bharata is the one who has come in the lineage of Bharata, and also another meaning is Bharati. Bha means the effulgence, Bhagavan. Bha, that's where the Bhagavan, the word comes in. Rati, attached to. That's the lineage that he has come on. One would always attach to the Lord. That is, he is a Bharata. That's why our country is called Bharatiya Desam, Bharatiya Varshe. We say, not India. So, we're always attached to the Lord. So, Parantapa Bharata, Sarge, at the time of birth itself. Sargam has got another beautiful meaning, as we saw in the 10 characteristics of Purana, right? And the very first one is Sargam. And there you can refer to that and understand the detailed meaning of what that Sargam is. But here it is sufficient to understand at the time of birth. At the time of birth, Sarva Bhutani, all beings, Icha, Dvesha, Samuttena, Icha, desire, right? And that means something you like. Okay? Dvesha, something you don't like. The opposite of it. We call it a hatred, dislike, whatever it is, right? And Icha, Dvesha, Samuttena, combined with both feelings. Dvandva Mohena, because of that likes and dislike, the tendencies that we are born with, what happens? We get Dvandva Mohena, we get caught in the delusion of the opposites. We don't look at the coin for what it is, we look at each side of the coin instead of looking at the whole. That's what it means. Dvandva Mohena, with the delusion of the opposite, of the two. Sammoham Yanti. Yanti means attain. What do they do? Sammoham. They get deluded. Icha Dvesha Samuttena Dvandva Mohena Bharata Sarva Bhutani Sammoham Sarge Yanti Parantapa. 28. But, there is a but, the doers of meritorious deeds with sins nullified get rid of the faulty vision of the opposites by worshipping me with determined discipline. Okay, I'm born with delusion, what do I do? Worship me with determined discipline. Then you will overcome the delusion of the opposites. That's what Bhagavan says, the next one. 2. Yesham Tvantagatam Papam. Yesham Tvantagatam Papam Jananam Punyakarmanam. Te Dvantva Moha Nirmuktaha Bhajante Mam Dridha Prathaha. Dridha Prathaha. Okay? That's a solution given there. Mam Bhajante Dridha Prathaha. That is a solution. Yesham Tvantagatam Papam Jananam Punyakarmanam. Te Dvandva Moha Nirmuktaha Bhajante Mam Dridha Prathaha. Padanga Yesham Tu Antagatam Papam Jananam Punyakarmanam Te Dvandva Moha Nirmuktaha Bhajante Mam Dridha Prathaha. 2. But Punyakarmanam, the people who are doing all punyams, and you remember punyam and papam, that should be very clear to us by now. What is a punyam, what is a papam, right? And people who are doing punyakarmanam, yesham jananam, whoever is doing this, okay, whichever being is doing this, and for them also, papam antagatam, papam, all the sins that they've been accumulated, antagatam, they come to the end. Dvandva Moha Muktaha. We saw that Dvandva Mohena, we saw in the previous slokam, right? Dvandva Moham, the delusion of the opposite, the delusion of the two, right? But here, Dvandva Moha Nirmuktaha, freed from that delusion. What do they do? Those people, these Janana, Dritha Vrataha, with determined discipline. Mom, myself, bhajante, they worship me, worship. Yesham Tvantagatam Papam Jananam Punyakarmanam Te Dvandva Moha Nirmuktaha Bhajante Mam Dhrita Bhrataha. 29. Now, it's very interesting. Now, 29 and 30, what Bhagavan now transitions to a beautiful teaching that leads to the next adhyayam. Okay, what he says now, it's Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So we have been saying, look for me, look for me in water this way, light this way, and I'm present in all this, right? He's pointing out. He's kind of giving us, nudging us and directing us to where to look. Next question is, if you ask, sit back and Arjuna is listening so carefully, so his question, even before he asked the question, okay, Swami, you want me to look for you as a taste in water and the light in fire and all that. Okay, who is it that is looking? That's the next question that comes. That is something within me, right? That is looking. That's what Bhagavan is answering. Okay, so he's basically in 29, he says, whoever surrenders to me and undertakes the necessary effort to obtain freedom from old age and death will know Brahman, Adhyatma, and all about resolutions and actions. The question comes, why should I look for you? Why should I resolve to look for you? Who is it that's making this resolution? Who is it actually doing this action? All the question comes. If we were to go into the next level and sincerely following Bhagavan's teaching, these questions are all very valid, correct questions. So Bhagavan is answering. Whoever does that, and he's going to definitely get released from old age and death. But whoever does that, then he will also know what a Brahman is, what Adhyatmam is, what is a resolution. What is truly a resolution? What is a resolution? We say Sankalpam, we are going to do puja. But what is a Sankalpam really? Right? And what is an action that we are, all of us do? What is it about action? We all do it, but what is it? He will know that. Right? That is what Bhagavan says in Slokam 29. Jara Marana Mokshaya Mam Asritya Yatanti Ye Te Brahma Tad Viduhu Krishnam Adhyatmam Karma Cha Akilam. Jara Marana Mokshaya Mamasritya Yatanti Ye Te Brahma Tad Viduhu Krishnam Adhyatmam Karma Cha Akilam. Padangal are Jara Marana Mokshaya Mam Asritya Yatanti Ye Te Brahma Tat Viduhu Krishnam Adhyatmam Karma Cha Akilam. Such a beautiful, oh my God, slokams are so nectarine. Okay, Jara Marana Mokshaya. Jara means old age. Marana means death. That means disappearance. That's all it is. Death is what we say in English, but it's called Maranam in Sanskritam, which means it's dissolution, dissolving and disappearing. Okay? And Mokshaya, we say this word Mohachayam. We saw that earlier. What is Moksha means? Mohachayam. Mohachaya means the decline of attachment, the freedom, basically. Okay? That means Ajara Marana Mokshaya, freed from old age and death. Myself, Asritya, we saw this earlier, the most important characteristic in Puranam, and Bhagavan's most important characteristic he himself says in Bhagavatam. This is what's the most important attribute to me, is what Asreya, the supporter, the protector, whom we can lean on, who never lets us down. Right? So that is Asritya. Whoever is surrendering to me and takes me as the support. Mam Asritya. Whoever, Yatanti, they make their effort. They try. They make attempt. Right? They continue to practice that of taking me as a support. They, for them, Tat Brahma. Those people, Tat Brahma, that Brahmam, Krishnam Adhyatmam. Krishnam Adhyatmam. Krishna means complete. It's total. And Adhyatmam, they're totally about the Adhyatmam. Akilam Karma Cha. Akilam, all karma actions, Cha, and Viduhu. Viduhu, as he said, they know, they will know. Whoever surrenders to me, takes me as a support, and continues to practice that, not only will they get released from old age and death, but they will also know what is this Brahman, what is this Adhyatman, what are these various actions. Actions just don't take place by themselves. For every action, it's preceded by a resolution, whether we realize it or not, right? And that resolution action is a continuous thing that keeps on moving. So they will understand all that. They will not understand, they will know all that. Jara mara mukshaya bhamasritya yatantikve te brahma tad viduhu krishnamadhyatmam karma cha akilam. Okay, slokam number 30. Bhagavan says, also, well established in me, whoever knows me as Adibhutam, Adidaivam, and Adiyajnam, remembers me at the time of death. At the time of passing, he will remember me, is what Bhagavan says. Now, these all will be explained in the next adhyayam. So beautifully Bhagavan teaches. Sa sadi bhutadi daivam mam sadi yajnam cha ye viduhu prayana kalepi cha mam te viduhu yukta chetasaha. Sadi bhutadi daivam mam sadi yajnam cha ye viduhu prayana kalepi cha mam te viduhu yukta chetasaha. Yuktam. By then you know what yuktam means. Means very skilled. We have seen this before. Yukta, one meaning is to take effort, to become good at it, to become better at it, and you become better and better with practice. Chetasaha means the thinking, the mental tendency, the propensity, inclination, right? That's what basically it means. Okay, now the padangal are sa adibhuta, adidaivam ma sa adiyajnam cha ye viduhu prayana kalepi cha mam te viduhu yukta chetasaha. That is the padangal. Okay. So, ye, who, cha, and. Ye means whoever. Okay. Cha, and. Okay. Because it's continuing. Bhagavan is continuing. Mam, myself. Me, myself. Sa, adibhuta, adidaivam. Adibhutam. We will go through that thing because what is this Adibhutam and all in the beginning of next slokam. Okay, so whoever Bhagavan continuing, they Sadibhuta Adidaivam Adiyajnam cha Adibhutam Adidaivam Adiyajnam. Thus Viduhu Mam Viduhu, they know me like this. Those people Yukta Chetasaha. Yukta Chetasaha is very important. That means they are very well, mentally they are very well established in me, so skilled in keeping their mind with me all the time. Those people, Prayana Kale Api. Api means and. Okay? Prayana Kale means what? When leaving this body, the mind does the prayanam, the travel, the journey is done by the mind. At that time also, Mam, me, Viduhu, will know me. At the time of leaving the body, they will know me because they are established in me, and while in this body, they know me as Adibhutam, Adidaivam, and Adiyajnam. Okay. That's what Bhagavan says in Slokam 30. Sadibhutadidaivam maam sadiyajnam cha ye viduhu prayana kalepi cha maam te viduhu yukta chetasaha. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yogasastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Jnana Vijnana Yogaha Nama Saptamodhyayaha. Thus ends the 7th chapter called Jnana Vijnana Yogaha, embracing divinity through the wisdom of scriptures and of inner experience, which comes only from application of the wisdom of scriptures. as explained in the benevolent dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna in the Upanishad called the Bhagavad Gita, which is truly a Brahma Vidya and a Yoga Sastra. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu